Well, good afternoon. I know I either say good morning, good afternoon. At least know today is the afternoon, and thank you for being here. Today, we're going to talk about, again, the matchup of different animals. And admittedly, it's not real. And I do not, as I said, this is, I think, my third or fourth day. I do not, how would you say, steer or work on who actually is the victor. So this is independent fighting between, in this case, a gorilla, silverback to be specific, versus the polar bear. I love them both, so there's no prejudice or unfairness as to one versus the other. Okay, all right, let's set up another intense battle. This time, we'll pit, a polar bear against a silverback gorilla in a jungle environment where the bear is at a disadvantage with the temperature, but has sheer strength. Now, I know it'd be like this a little unfair in that the polar bear is used to being in cold temperatures and the gorilla generally is in warmer temperatures. Again, I don't set the rules. I don't steer the outcome. So anyway, here we go. We're very blessed to even have them doing this, right? Anyway, okay. Now you see our wonderful polar bear. He or she is saying, wow, this is going to be a tough battle. Then we see our gorilla in the the jungle environment. So, okay, here they go. All right, round one, initial encounter. The polar bear, enormous and muscular, stumbles into the gorilla's jungle territory, clearly disoriented by the heat, but still alert. The silverback gorilla sizes up this massive intruder in an attempt to intimidate. The gorilla beats its chest and roars, but the bear is undeterred and lumbers closer, snarling. Okay, the two exchange stares and body language with their gorilla testing the bear's reaction. Neither attacks, but each is analyzing weaknesses. You know, this is just like, I guess, Rocky and Rocky Balboa against, yeah. Anyway. Okay, the first outcome of round one is winner. It's a draw. No one commits yet, but tension builds. Round two. The gorilla makes a first move, leaping forward to land a punch on the bear's snout with powerful pounding fists. The bear is momentarily stunned, but quickly swipes back with its massive paw, grazing the gorilla and causing it to backpedal. Though the gorilla is powerful, the bear's paw swipe leaves a shallow cut, warning the gorilla of the bear's strength. So generally speaking, this appears to be pretty well matched. All right, the winner of round number two, the polar bear, due to its brute strength. Okay, we're going to go to round three. Close close quarters combat. The silverback decides it needs to leverage agility, so it tries to get behind the bear, launching itself from the trees to attack from higher ground. It grabs onto the bear's back and pounds at its shoulders and neck. The polar bear roars in frustration and bucks around, trying to shake the gorilla off. Finally, with a mighty twist, it slams the gorilla into the ground, dislodging it. Okay, the gorilla is rattled but still standing while the bear shows signs of fatigue due to the heat. I know. Why did we put them in the jungle? Anyway, the winner of this round is a draw again. Both animals are beginning to feel the toll of battle. Okay, round number 4. Out of stamina, now exhausted and overheated, the bear is slowing down. The gorilla notices this and makes a final attempt to overpower the bear. Using all its remaining strength, the gorilla charges, aiming for the bear's legs to destabilize it. The bear, anticipating the move, grabs the gorilla with both massive forelimbs, briefly pinning it. However, weakened from the heat, it can't maintain the grip, and the gorilla wiggles free. Okay, the gorilla lands a solid punch into the bear's side, knocking the wind out of it. Oh boy. All right, the winner in this case is the gorilla, using quick reflexes and endurance. Round 5. The final round. The polar bear, at the edge of exhaustion from both the heat and the fight, can no longer keep up. Recognizing its advantage, the gorilla goes in for one last rush, roaring and pounding on the bear's back until the bear collapses under the heat. The polar bear, too, drained to continue, reluctantly gives up and backs away, retreating to find a cooler ground. So, this was a close one. You know, we never knew who was going to win, but it turns out the winner is the silverback gorilla. Through its adaptability and endurance in its native environment, and yes, I know it was a little unfair that we put the polar bear out of its environment, it forced the polar bear to retreat. So the bottom line, over the overall income, the silverback gorilla wins due to its ability to wear down the polar bear, which struggled in the heat. Although the bear had raw power, it couldn't last in the gorilla's territory. So the good news is we do have a victor, and we see how they worked and fought each other. But they both lived, even though the gorilla kind of won, or did win. They're both alive and ready for another day. Anyway, thank you for being here. Please subscribe. Why not? If you like it, great. If you don't, I understand. But we do these for you, and we protect the animals And again, since it's not real, everything is good. Everything is good. So thank you again. I really, really appreciate you being here. Have a great day. I hope to see you tomorrow.